Someone to lean on. We spent weekends in Leon. We started off as friends, now we're right where we belong. You can lean on me, I can lean on you. We got spark like Pikachu. We got through the deep, we true. Still big girls like BBQ. Still got hard, that hit my flow. Still embark upon your soul. Bring that heat when you feel cold. Got your back, won't let you go. I've been here too many times. Universe sent me many signs. Show your spine when we entwine. Lean on me till you define. Right.
You can lean on. The universe has us, you know you can trust us, so lean on me. Lean on me. You can lean on me. When we are together, I'll give you the shelter, so lean on me. I'll give you all the comfort that you feel that you need in your life. I'll give you all the comfort that you feel that you need in your life. Let the universe do its thing, 'cause I've got you in everything. I'll give you all the comfort that you feel that you need in your life. Lean on me. You can lean on me. The universe has us, you know you can trust us, so lean on me. Lean on me. You can lean on me. When we are together, I'll give you the shelter, so lean on me. Lean on me. Lean on me. You know that you got us. Lean on me.
Just lean on me, lean on, just lean on me. Right, be real, more, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
everyone. Welcome to Music Heals Season 3, Episode 2. How are you all? I hope you're well and happy wherever you are. Let me know who's joined. It's great to be back into the swing of things. Oh my gosh, if you only knew just how much tech goes behind this, and I've been able to achieve something else today, been able to stream my music directly while I'm singing for you guys. So it's just gonna be amazing. Let's see who's in the house. Hey Naish, hope you're well. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Kicks, my groupie, my one and only. Hope you are well. So let's just wait for a few more people to join. We've got Sangeeta Kohli joining us today on Music Heals, and I can't wait because we have banter and you will listen to it later. We are the Gemini crew, as they say, and I can't wait to speak to her. Who else is on? Let me see now. So thank you so much for joining Music Heals. Let me give you a bit of a background about it. I started Music Heals in 2020 and I'm still here and we are going so strong. Episode 2 of season 3, and not bad, hey. It started weekly live, Insta Live, and then we grew and we grew and we grew, and here we are now on YouTube and Facebook. So if you enjoy today, please do like this video or comment. You know, let's have some fun, and it's all about music. So what is Music Heals? Music Heals is basically a non-scripted conversation that I have myself, Rita Morar. I'm a fusion artist and I've always pondered what music means to other people. And so I started this movement, you could say. Oh, bless you, Naish. Big love. And it grew, and I've had so many amazing artists on, whether they're producers, artists, up and coming, established. You know, we all are connected with music, how it's healed us, how it's helped us in our journey, and how we are just basically moving on, and especially in COVID and all the lockdown scenarios that we had in our lives, like for the past 18 months. And touch wood, it's getting better for us, not only us but around the world, but obviously we still got to keep all the precautions and everything, self-awareness. But we're still here, and I thought to just carry on with this anyway. It was just to keep our spirits up and live in lockdown, but because there was such a demand for it, I have kept it going on. So this is broadcasted weekly on YouTube and Facebook, and so if you follow me, you'll be able to check out what's up and coming for Music Heals. I have actually got a dedicated website, so if you would like to check out any of season 2's episodes, which were an array of amazing guests, from H. Dami to the amazing Apache Indian, do check it out, and you may learn a thing or two from them. I certainly did. And yeah, so musicheals.info if you check that out. And as this is a independent run website movement, I'm doing this all by myself. If you'd like to support Music Heals and make it move forward, if you check out buymeacoffee.com and you'd like to buy me a few coffees, it would help just the running of this movement. And I've got big news that I'm going to actually be making this into a podcast as well. So many of you have asked for this and I just never took the plunge. And because I am now on YouTube and Facebook and I'm just like established here, I thought I'd take the next plunge to make this into a podcast. Hi, Vinny. Vinny, you can check out Vinny's episode actually in season 2. Do check it out. If you follow me on YouTube, if you find Rita Morar, you'll find my channel. But hello, Vinny. And happy birthday to Anmol as well, 16 years old. A big love to her, darling. I promise you I didn't play Brown Monday, and if I do, I'll make sure that you guys are on a blower. Big love. Yeah, and Vinny says that, yeah, finally a podcast. So I know that a lot of people have been asking for this to be a podcast, and I totally understand why. And so I am looking into that, and very soon I'm going to be launching that. So keep an eye out. So Sangeeta's episode is going to be a podcast. Chirag Rao, who we had last week, a phenomenal singer, an amazing artist. We're also going to have his episode on the podcast too. Big shout out to Chirag, actually. He's got a cover coming out with the amazing 515, the Bollywood Brat Pack, and also accompanying him would be the beautiful Rekha. If you haven't heard of Rekha, you have to listen to her voice. So do go and check that out if you're following Chirag. And I've also got to big up my girls Rara Loud, who were in season 2, and they are coming out with their comeback track called Forever Love this Friday. So big up the girls. It takes a lot to get back out there, and I'm so proud of you. So make sure you go and support Rara Loud, and also go and check out their episode, which was amazing too. Let me just say hi to a few people. Oh, Anmol, big love to you. And Rami, hi. And Baji's joined. Thank you so much, Kushti Baji. It'd be amazing to have you on Music Hills one day. It'd be an honor to speak to you and how your journey has been in music. But enough of that. I am now going to do my Rita's rendition. So I was wondering this week, what should I do? And I know Sang loves a bit of Bollywood. So I thought to myself, I'm going to sing some Bollywood for Sang. And I am going to also dedicate this song to Anmol. Happy birthday. Happy 16th birthday, darling. Stay amazing. And I'm just going to say hey to Geeta, who's also been in season 1. Thank you for joining, my darling. Big love to you all. So yeah, back to my Rita's rendition. I thought, what shall I sing for her? What shall I sing for you all today? And I thought of singing, where is it gone? This beautiful song. Can't remember the film, so if anyone can remember the film, please put it down. I know, Sang, you're going to know which one it is, but my mind's, because I'm just concentrating on you guys. So this song is just for you, and I hope you guys enjoy. मैं जान ये वार दूं, हर जीत भी हार दूं, कीमत न कोई तुझे बेइंतहा प्यार दूं, मैं जान ये वार दूं, हर जीत भी हार दूं, कीमत हो कोई तुझे बेइंतहा प्यार दूं, सारी हदें मेरी अब मैंने तोड़ दी, देकर मुझे बता, आवारगी बन गए, हाँ हंसी बन गए, हाँ नमी बन गए, तुम मेरी आसमां, मेरी ज़मीं बन गए। क्या खूब रब ने किया, बिन मांगे इतना दिया, वरना है मिलता कहाँ हम काफिरों को खुदा। क्या खूब रब ने किया, बिन मांगे इतना दिया, वरना है मिलता कहाँ हम Oh my god, and nothing went wrong. A few glitches in the song, so apologies, guys. But I did it. Let's see what the comments are saying. Thank you so much, Baji. Naish, bless you, and Geeta. Always love for me, Geeta. And Sang has told me what it's from. Hamari Udhuri Kahani, that's it. And I need to actually also dedicate this to my beautiful Bella, and that's Bina, whose birthday is tomorrow. Now, if I could tell you so much about Bina, how strong and courageous and beautiful she is the biggest fan of Music Hills, you know, and constantly gives me so much love and inspiration to keep this going on. So I also dedicate that song to her. Thank you so much for being part of my life, being part of my Music Hills, and I wouldn't be here without you today. So thank you so much, Bina, and happy birthday for tomorrow. We're going to celebrate you tomorrow. But now, enough of me. Let's get this echo off. If I can remember. So much to do. There you go. Yay. Kushti Baji, yeah, Hamari Uduri Kahani. We established that. So let's get Sang on. Actually, before we get Sang on, I got something little for you. Let's see what Sang is all about, yeah? I think that's how we should start. This is Sankong on the dhol. Sang Kohli. Without further ado, let's get her on. Hey, Sang! I've got you on mute. You can talk now.
I can talk now. Oh man.
Good.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you? This is a Sang
I'm well.
call. That was
so I actually haven't seen that video in a very long time.
When did you do that?
That was probably about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
About 4 years ago. It was a gig in London somewhere.
Wow.
But yeah, 4 years ago about.
That's just amazing. Sang, thank you so much for joining me on Music Hills. Guys, we have Sang Kohli on Music Hills, Season 3, Episode 2. Thank you for joining us, Sang. How are you today?
First of all, thanks for having me. Today I am great. I've had a chilled time. I think we were talking about this earlier, where I've taken a week off work, so I'm having a good time, just chilling. I actually realized I hadn't taken any time off work this year, apart from like a random week in the middle of the year. So I was like, I need time off.
That's crazy.
And I was like, and I've got Music Heals on the Monday, so I can chill out, prepare, and make sure everything's on time.
I tell you, it's crazy. To be honest, actually, I don't work on a Monday as well, so I don't know how I'd be doing it if I was working. We got a few people saying hi to you, Sang. We got Vinny, who's saying hi,
Vinny.
And we got, obviously, Kicks.
Steven, how's it going? Does he still remember the patilla?
No.
Does he still remember the missing patilla? Do you remember the missing patilla?
No.
Oh man. Okay, this is a separate conversation. But there was a missing patilla in the mix somewhere, guys. And Rita does know about it, but I think she's forgotten.
Was it in the evening or during the day?
It was during the day. The patilla went missing, and then in the evening we found it. But yeah, yeah, missing patilla.
We'll talk about that in a bit. Yeah, we'll talk that in a bit. So guys, if you got any questions or anything for Sang or myself about music, just drop them in the comments. Make sure you spread the word that we're on now. So please share it, like it. And just just enjoy the fun and be along with the fun. Even say no.
What? I don't know whether I should go through this story live, but this story has to be repeated at some point.
Yeah, we will definitely catch on that. And I'm going to say big love to Chigs. Hey Chigs, thank you for joining. Make sure you guys check out Chirag's episode last week. And Chigs, I actually mentioned about your cover tomorrow, which is coming out. Just let us know what it's called and where they can find it, and I'll put it on the comments. But good luck to you guys, and big love to Rekha as well. So, Sang, let's get back to you. Let's get into it, actually. What does music mean to you?
Music means everything. My name, I was named after music. I don't know if that was coincidence or not.
What
But
does it
Sang
mean?
is short for Sangeeta, which means music. So it comes from Sangeet. Yeah, I mean, music, I mean, everything has music. Anything that moves, anything that breathes has some sort of music. And we're all linked to music in one way or the other. It's just some people are more in tune with it than others. But
Yeah.
you know, music is everywhere, and I think music is something that it's with you all the time, regardless of how you feel.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you're going through. It could, you know, you could be on a high, you could be on a low, and music will always be there with you to support you through everything.
Yeah.
And it has a lot of power, which some people don't realize, but it really does.
Yeah, you know, but that's the whole reason why I actually started Music Heals Sang. Because the amount of, like, you know, energy that is given to me, you know, obviously we've all got our own stories to tell, but that was one of the things in my life. Music dipped in and out of my life, right? I don't know how it is for you, because I know that also you're working professionally. Not saying music isn't a profession, but you know, to keep you going, you work as well,
Yeah.
and like I do. But music is our passion, music is our energy, music is our power. And you know, how was it for you? Like, I know that you're part of Eternal Taal. So if you guys don't know, Sang is actually part of an amazing group called Eternal Taal. Bit of a tongue twister. But it's a phenomenal, right? And it's run by Pav Kaur, who's actually been on Music Heals as well in season 1 on Instagram. And it's all female Bhangra group, right? Like you guys play the
Yeah.
dhol, you tour the world. You definitely tour the world. We can definitely say that. And you know, I'm just so proud of just how much you advocate, just you know, the power of the dhol and being female musicians. You know, it's just a phenomenal feeling. So, how was it for you, Sang, when we went down in lockdown and we weren't able to perform live? Hi, Hin.
Oh my God. It's like, you know, when someone chops off your right arm and then
Yeah.
dashes it in the freezer for a bit and says, come back to it a year and a half later.
Oh,
It was a bit
yeah.
like that. And you know, you're, especially during the summertime,
Yeah.
I'm so used to getting, I mean, I used to call Pav heart fail at one point on my phone, because every time she
Oh.
messaged me, it was like a gig, and it was always like random stuff going on. It used to give me a heart attack sometimes. And so I was so used to that, you know, like keep this date free, keep that date free. On this day, we've got 3 gigs in a row. We're doing this, we're going here, we're flying out here, we're doing this. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't know what to do, because I was working from home as well at the same time. And you've got all this spare time. And normally you're gigging and you just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I did keep in contact with Pav throughout lockdown, and you know, I did have, you know, like lessons here and there with her. I was doing a bit of stamina training, because you don't want to lose that. Once you lose that, then you're starting from scratch, and it's a nightmare building that back up. So I did do a bit of that. Drove my neighbors crazy now and then, but you know, it was difficult, and now things are starting to pick up again, which is great, and it's great to be back in front of the audience.
Yeah, and that's amazing, you know. I mean, I can vouch for that. Like when I went in lockdown, in fact, my BBC interview it got cancelled because I had just released a song and I was about to go on Sunny and Shay with my acoustic team to sing it live. And you know, that broke my heart. You know, every time a gig cancels on me, I know I do get sad, but I didn't anticipate it to happen for the whole year. But however, you know, for me it was make or break, really, you know. And just like you said about your stamina, you know, just carrying on. I had to carry on and learn so many things myself, and you know, I didn't even realize I'm going to put my EP out. But you know, these things happen. You know, it was just for us to carry on and like keep the momentum in the music going, because it's such a big part of us, right?
Yeah,
Most
exactly.
definitely, most definitely. I'm going to say a few highs to everyone, Sang. I got my amazing friend, and he's my piano tutor. I promise I've been practicing. Can you see it? Oh, you can't see it. But it's all right. It's over there, Hin. Big love to you and Sunny. And hi to Pri. Thank you for joining, my love. I hope you're okay. And love to Tia. So how did music start in your life, Sang? Let's go back to that. I know you're a big Bollywood fan, you know, we'll come on to that in a bit. But how did it all start for you?
I didn't know I had a thing for music until I was like maybe about 6. I went with my dad to Australia for a family's, I think it was my cousin's wedding.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how musical my family was. And I remember going there, and they were like part of a band, and it was a family band. Like one was playing the keyboard, one was on the drum kit, 2 people were singing.
Yeah.
You know, we've got somebody who plays the tabla and the dholki over there. We've got somebody else who's playing the bass. And I was mesmerized, and I can remember like just going back, like standing in front of them and just watching them and just staring, be like, wow, this is so cool. It's live and it's in front of me. And I remember when I came back from Australia that time, and I went to school, and everywhere I went, I just started tapping. I was tapping everywhere. And there were times where I'd get up. Literally, my teachers were so fed up with me. Like, I'd get up to go get a pencil. I'm like primary school, go up to get a pencil. Yeah. And I'm tapping on the table. And then my teacher would be like, can you grab your pencil and sit down, please? Like, what are you doing, you crazy child? So I knew that there was something to do with rhythm and music that I liked, and I loved it. And so I got the opportunity to learn the clarinet in school, and I took it. I grabbed it. I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I learned the clarinet for a bit. I then went on to the saxophone.
Wow.
Did that for a bit. It wasn't very good, but I tried. And
well, I started with the violin.
Oh, my sister did that. It was like
I still remember it. Greedy dogs always eat. You know, I mean, I don't know if Hin is still on. I still can't remember, like, you know, the acronym for that. The piano, you know, the treble clef and the bass. But I still remember it from the violin. Greedy dog. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, yeah. And so saxophone and stuff, and then
and then I remember I got to like the age of, and then I stopped everything. I just stopped, and I tried the keyboard. I literally did try. Then I realized there are problems with my fingers, and it's not working. I was like, this instrument is so not for me. I did the drum kit for a bit, and then I realized drums is something that I like more than wind instruments, more than string or keys. I love the drums. So I think it was at the age of about 13, 14. I went to learn tabla during the summer holidays somewhere. And they were also teaching dhol as well. And I wasn't there for dhol, but they were like, just stay and do a dhol lesson. And I played the dhol for the first time, and I realized, wow, this is so loud and it's so cool. And the sticks look weird. And it's just like, how can something like with just 2 sides make so much noise? And even though I was there to learn tabla, I started to fall in love with the dhol instead.
Wow, okay.
And then I had a massive gap, and then when I started uni, I met Pav, and then it went from there, really.
Oh, so you guys knew each other from uni. See, I don't know these things. This is what I love about
No, we didn't go to uni together, but
okay.
She is older than me. But it was just a case of shh, don't tell me. No, I started uni, and I was on YouTube anyway, playing dhol, and we became friends on YouTube because back then you could do that. And and I remember watching her YouTube videos, and I was like, oh my god, there's a female playing dhol on stage in front of all these people. I want to be her. Like, I want to be with her on stage. I want to do this with her. And then I found out that she was based in West Midlands, and I wasn't too far from her because I was in Wolves. And I contacted her through email. And when I did, then I realized, I was like, there's a part of me that was like, I can't be bothered. So she was like, yeah, come down. And I was like, oh, I can't be bothered to take my daughter all the way there on the public transport. It's just, I can't. And hadn't she emailed me again asking where I am, I wouldn't have gone. And she emailed me again saying,
funny. That is so Pav though, bless her. She's on it. Once she's on it, she's on it. She's on it like a bonnet. Yeah.
And as soon as I went for the first lesson, I was like, this is what I was missing all my life. Like these kind of lessons, someone to teach me like this kind of environment. this team. This is what I needed. And I joined, and it's going to be 11 years next year, Feb. So yeah.
Hang on a minute. So it's 10 years this year.
10 years this year. I made it. Yeah.
That is amazing. You know, I think it's just phenomenal that you've carried it on. And it's so great as well, Sang, that the fact that you didn't just stick to just playing the saxophone. Because, you know, like there's like, when we're kids, yeah, we find like instruments here and there. And we're like, oh, this is so boring. Okay, see you later. Then you didn't give up. You know, you were still like experimenting with music. So it was meant to be, you know, with the music. And you had the knack for it anyway if you were doing this. I certainly know that because my brother did that when he was younger. So he plays tabla and I play the harmonium. So I totally get where you're coming from. And I probably know how the teacher felt, you know, because
yeah. I swear she wanted to kill me at one point. I was such an annoying kid. Yeah.
So we've got Rara Loudiner, House, Big Love Girls, and I mentioned your song is coming out, Forever Love, on Friday. So good luck to you, ladies. Big love to you, girls. So Sang, okay. So we've established you love the dhol and you love like the loudness of it and everything. What drew you to Bollywood? I want to know that. So like, you know, because I know you have a love. So everybody, if you don't know Sang, you know, I know Sang. And actually the funniest thing is we connected via social media as you do, right? Because, you know, the network, it just grows and grows once you know someone. And then Parv asked me to sing for her first dance. And that was back, God, can't even remember. It's really bad. I think around 2016, something like that. I think it was.
2015.
Wow.
That was 2015. Yeah,
that's it. And I sang, I can't remember what I sang.
Rab ne bana di jodi.
And I ho meri zindagi.
Tujh mein rab dikhta hai, I think.
Tujh mein rab dikhta and I ho meri zindagi. Yeah. And it was beautiful. And look who we've got on. We've got Paul.
She's got a long life.
Hey, Lambi Umar. Big love, Paul. Thank you for joining. So I sang, and then that's how we first met as well, you know, like physically, and it was just amazing. And we all chilled out. So you can talk about the patila now. What happened with the patila? Please, can you enlighten myself?
Paul remembers the patila as well.
Because Kix is like, no, he can't remember, and I can't remember. So please enlighten all of us, because we're all
Paul,
knowing.
Don't kill me about this story. So basically, it was on Pav's wedding, and there was this massive patila that was in use. And it was this massive as it's probably the biggest patila I've seen. And it was someone else's patila, like someone else's mother-in-law's patila. And they used it during the day, and then it went missing. And then I was being hounded down by this person saying, it's my mother-in-law's patila, where's my blimmin' patila? And then Paul's on my case messaging me, can you please find this patila? And then it came to a point where everybody knew about this patila.
Oh my God.
And I think you and Kevin were trying to look for this patila as well. And
so patila is a pan, everyone, a silver pan, big massive pan, you know, where you could get everything. Yeah. And then?
And then the next day, so the whole night, still getting messages. You're trying to enjoy yourself. You're getting messages about patila. And then the next day, we still hadn't found the patila. And then it turned up randomly in someone's boot, I think it was. Like someone just took it home.
Oh my God, I remember this.
And like the messages, I remember like getting messages like, my mother-in-law is going to kill me. I can't believe we've lost her patila. Like she trusted me with it. And I said, dude, it's a patila. Like, it's not a gold necklace. But yeah, I don't know if he remembers the patila now. Kevin,
no,
do you remember?
I think he probably can't remember because we were having a bit. You know what I mean? After like I sung and stuff, I think everyone let their hair down. But no, it was absolutely hilarious, guys. It was just, you know, and that's how we bonded and we got to know each other. And, you know, I sang like the Bollywood songs. And then from that, I realized, you know, Sang has this amazing love for Bollywood. So tell me, you know, what Bollywood films did you grow up to?
I grew up watching tons of Bollywood films. That's That's Kevin, man. You don't remember. Do you know what? I think we need to go down into details. You might remember then.
We'll do an after party.
Yeah. Avinash, that's actually my brother. Avinash.
Hey, Avinash. Hey. Thank you for joining.
So, yeah. since we were children, I mean, me and my brother, we both know, we've been listening to Bollywood throughout. Like, you'd have the odd occasional 80s English track being played. Like, you'd get random Al Green, or you might get George Michael, or wherever it was. But the main bulk of what we listened to was mainly Kishore Kumar, you know, and Muhammad Rafi, Lata Mangeshkar, and then going up into the 90s, you had Alka Yagnik, Udit Narayan, Kumar Sanu. And I grew up listening to this. And yeah, see, that's Kishore Kumar collection. It's
I didn't know a lot of
Man.
like families have that. You know, my mum and dad used to have like records of Lataji. You know, like there was one actually that I scratched up, and I think they never forgave me because I kept playing it over and over again. And then I started speeding it up and stuff. You know, when I realised that you can like move the record, and then it goes. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what, I mean, yeah. And, you know, even till today, I'm sure if I accidentally dropped one of his old, like, cassettes or something, he'd beat me or want to beat me anyway, because they're so dear to him. But this is what we grew up listening to, and I loved Bollywood films, even till today. You know, with my brother and my sister, they'll be like, let's watch a film, and the first thing I'll ask is it Bollywood or is it Hollywood? And they'll be like, it's Hollywood, and I'll be like, nah. It's like, nah. You know, and sometimes I'm sitting in the car with Pav, and she'll be like, have you heard this track? And I'll be like, it's English, probably not. So I'm one of those. I'm like the biggest freshie you can find. So yeah, the thing is, there's something about Bollywood songs, especially the way they are written. You try to this is what I feel, you try to translate that into English, is just not the same. There's something about the poetry that is used in Bollywood, especially with the old songs, like going back to the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s. You know, the beautiful, sometimes it's Urdu even, that is used, it's just beautiful. The poetry is amazing, and what you feel and what you can take away from Bollywood is just something else.
Yeah. And I agree with you with the songs and the lyricists, and, you know, how much emotion they must have poured out, you know, and it was one take, isn't it? They did it in one take.
Yeah, live.
It wasn't none of this auto-tune business and, you know, melodine or whatever you guys call it. You know, it was just like one, and the orchestra is there. You know, I'm not saying anything's wrong with synths or anything, you know, because that just changed music and you know, for the better as well. But, you know, those were the golden, and that's why I scratched my mum's record. I think it was because it was just the way Lataji sang Satyam Shivam Sundaram at Albert Hall. It was just, it was just nothing. I've never heard anything like that in my life. We've got Palm Paniser in the house. Hey
Palm.
And he also says it's good to see Sang on Music Hills, most definitely. And he's given I love Palm's questions, but if you guys have got any other questions for myself or Sang, you know, just put them in the comments and just, you know, we'll answer them for you. Palm's is great. Does Sang know any of the Bollywood dance routines?
I do. Sadly, I do. I do. I know quite a few.
But why do you know them, Sang? Let's just go back to. Have you done any of these on TikTok?
No. I'm not much of a dance person. I'm quite shy actually when it comes. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Believe it or not, right? I'm like one of those bedroom dancers. I cannot dance in public. Like I can do a speech for you in front of like 50,000 people, and I have absolutely no problem. I could DJ, I could play dhol, I could do whatever it is.
Can you read this comment? She choreographed our first dance.
No, not all of it. I did parts of it.
Oh,
Farouk is my sister-in-law.
Hi, Farouk.
So she, I did help with them, but I'm a bit of a shy dancer, and that's why I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is, but I find it difficult. But I can do it in my bedroom. If I'm alone, I'll do it in my bedroom.
No, that's amazing. You know, any way that you connect with music is all good, you know. And like I mentioned TikTok, and I'm just so gutted I didn't get a chance to sort out the TikTok like little like section. Okay. So guys, if you don't follow Sang, I think you should actually go and follow her on Instagram. I think it's right now. Well, don't go follow her now. You just listen to us now. But if you find her on Anon Musician, right? Go and check out her, like, what would you call that? Like the
The
is it
reels,
hamapka? Yeah, the reels.
yeah, there's a
Is it the
hamapka one.
So mention, talk to us about the hamapka hankon. Well, how did the TikTok videos start, and what made you do them? It's great
It
you
was
do
during
them.
lockdown.
They're amazing.
Yeah, no, I was bored during lockdown, and everyone was on this TikTok hype. And I thought, oh, let me join, let me see what's going on. And I've always loved doing like mimicry or, little dialogues and stuff like that. So it's something I enjoy. And I was like, oh, why not? Let's give this a go. And I did one, I did two. And then I realized I was like, I don't even care about the views. I just like doing it. And I just started like making like 3-4 a day. And that's how I passed my time throughout lockdown. And I took a massive break. And then recently I came back with the Hamapke on one, which
Seriously,
took me,
guys.
I think I remember telling you,
Yeah.
half an hour it took me to do
That's
that.
crazy. But you have to go and watch. And if any of you go and watch it, please report back, yeah, and leave a message on this video, because it's absolutely hilarious. And it's just amazing, Sang, that you've actually put yourself out there. It's music related, because obviously there's certain songs that you're like mimicking and stuff, and it takes time to do that. But let's talk about your dhol playing and stuff. So you found that you love the dhol, right? And how much power does it take in order for you to get to where you are? How much time have you had to put in order for you to be as successful as you are as a dhol player now, and especially as a female artist?
I mean, the success, I wouldn't say is just me. It's the team as a whole. I think had I not been part of Eternal Taal, I don't know where I would have been with the dhol. I probably would have quit a long time ago. But it takes a lot of persistence. I've been shouted at, for not doing my homework. I've been told to, fix up your stamina. When I make a mistake, but that's what you need to get you somewhere. You need someone who knows more than you to tell you this is where you've gone wrong and this is what you need to do to fix it. And then it's up to you to work on it to fix it. And it's working every week. I remember when I went to uni, before dhol class, I'd be sitting there, after I've done my going through my notes of my lectures, and sitting there with the sticks on my legs in my halls, and banging and trying to learn the beats, because I knew that I had a lesson in a couple of days and I need to know it. You need to persist. Having breaks here and there isn't going to get you anywhere. You need to continue doing what you're doing and working on it.
And it's true what you say about learning, because like music is forever, we're always learning. I mean, I've just literally started like singing, like vocal practice with thank you to Chirag, who showed me the light, to go and see Tosif Akhtar ji, and he's my ustad. And I think it's just so important that we learn, to... Oh, this was something I was talking about today with my ustadji today as well, that, there's a lot of learning and there's a lot of unlearning to do in order for me to get to where I want to get to. And I think that's very important when you take up any artistry or anything. And Hin even knows, I don't know if Hin is still here, but, to get the piano, to play with my left hand and not be spider web hands, and, like learning all this, you've got to take a step back to listen to it, because it's not only is it going to develop you, it's going to develop your art, and it's going to develop your stamina. What kind of like stamina like exercises did you guys do? Is it just literally playing the dhol, and what did you have to go through?
I mean, the stamina work, there's only so much you can do in a classroom. A lot of the work has to come from home. And in your own time. And it started off right at the beginning. It was like, playing like a simple beat like a chal for a long period of time. And, I always said to myself that when I feel that pain, when I feel that burn, I've got to push through it. And once I've pushed through it, I've hit like a new barrier, and I've got like this new world record for myself. I need to
Yeah.
keep increasing that. It started off with that, and then it was a case of trying to learn how to play to songs and seeing how long you can play to songs and how long you can continue doing that. And with stamina, it's a case of just playing again and again and again and for longer periods of time. You can't afford to have a break for a month or 2 months, because you will lose all of that and you will feel it at a gig, and then you'll feel terrible after that. So you've got to carry on going and persisting.
Yeah. So if you guys, welcome to Music Hills. If you've just joined, my name is Rita Morar, and we've got Sangeeta Kohli in the house. If you've got any question for her or myself about music and what it means to us, or you'd like to let us know what music means to you, just drop them in the comments. Make sure you like and share this as well. And hi to everyone that's listening to this on the podcast. Amazing. How resilient do you have to be, Sang, as a female musician in this industry?
Good question. You've got to be very, very headstrong. I'm sure you know as well, there's a lot that we have to overcome, not just once, but on a regular basis, in order to push through. And I'm sure this is something that Pav has touched upon as well. And it's like you get comments from all types of people, whether they're male or female, all types of cultures, all types of backgrounds. And you get told, sometimes it's very blatant, it's very blunt in your face, which is like, female playing dhol, yeah, all right then, whatever.
Even in this day and age.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's a little bit more subtle, and it's like, oh, you're a female dhol player, are you? Oh, okay. And it's like, what they're trying to say through that. So you get a lot, and you've really just got to push through. If you don't, you will fall at the first hurdle and you'll never get back up. But you've got to get back up, and you've got to carry on. There are people that will tell you can't do it. We get told we can't do it. We got told 10 years ago that we're going to shut down, and we're still going. So you've just got to push through, regardless of what anybody says. I think what people think is, it's not always about what men say. Sometimes females also get to you. They will also hit you with a few. And that's quite sad to hear, because you're like, dude, we're on the same team here. What are you doing? But they will also throw their 2 pence worth every now and then. But you've got to just push through and prove them wrong.
Yeah, and it's resilience as well. This is why I said to you how resilient you have to be, because obviously I understand that. I have my moments. But, it's great that you guys just persist. And at the end of the day, it's about music. And that's what you're going to be talking about, forever, like in your life, whether you teach someone or you talk to someone about it or you inspire someone, you don't know who's out there. So when people do make their comments and so forth, I think it's, they just do not grasp, what you're trying to do as a musician, or what you're trying to, because that's something as well that happens, they just don't know, but why are you doing it? They don't see the point of why you're actually doing it, and you just got to keep at it. And I fully agree with you there. It's a shame, but however, it just makes you resilient, and it just makes me love music more, because no matter how much someone says or does something or leaves me out, whatever, I will still carry on grinding, and where can I learn, where can I develop, where can I do, and it's just so easy to fall into that pit, with anything, actually, with any art, and being a creative, because we're just so passionate about what we do. But it's just, you're right, Sang, you just got to just carry on, and regardless what people say. And then obviously, you take a step back and you learn, and you just need to do what you do. And I think it's just amazing what you girls do and guys do. And you don't only just do it in one place, you've done it worldwide. I mean, talk to us about some of the amazing gigs that you've been to, and what's your favorite gig been? There are a few questions out there. I'm definitely going to go through it, but why don't you tell us what's your favorite gig been out there?
Oh, I don't know if I have a favorite gig.
Okay.
I've loved all the abroad gigs, obviously, because they've been amazing. You know, traveling to do what you love is just it's just an amazing feeling. I can't put it in words,
That's
to be honest.
amazing. Do you know what? I
Um,
still haven't done that. I haven't
you
traveled
will,
for but it'll happen
you
when it
will,
happens. But that's
you
amazing. Just
will.
to see you guys, you know, just performing around the world and stuff is just beautiful. Yeah, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah. Glastonbury, that was amazing. You
Yay!
know, the amount of people just in their boots, in their wellies, and they're in the mud, and they're dancing, and they're literally doing phone a friend, and you're playing, and they're actually dancing to your playing.
Yeah.
Is it's just I can't put it into words, to be honest. I'm an English teacher and I don't have the words for this, so it's it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts, but
No,
I
it's
can't
awesome.
put my finger on one particular gig, because they're all so different and they're all so unique and special in their own way.
Yeah. We've got Bobby C in the house. Hi, Bobby. Thanks for joining. Loving the talk, Sang.
Hi.
What inspires you most to keep playing, and what's your favorite moment on stage? So, talking about your favorite moment, and what was your favorite moment on stage? Was it Glastonbury then, I believe, or was it something else?
Yeah, I mean, Glastonbury is definitely one of them. Being in the Bollywood films, we were in Shandar, Yamna Pagla Divana 2, Ae Dil Hai Mushkil. So
Dil Hai
being
Mushkil. I
in,
didn't even know you guys
yeah,
were on that, right? And when I saw it, I screamed. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know these guys were in it. A poignant
it
scene
was
as well.
great.
Mm,
It was
yeah.
great. Yeah, just being in important places, like being on Channel 4, you know, and being on a platform that allows you to showcase what you do to a wider audience, which is what Eternal Taal stands for, really. That that is my favorite moment.
That's beautiful. It's great to hear. Kix has got a question. Thank you, Kevin. Are dolls based on a particular key? I've always wanted to know that, actually. That's a good key. Good question. There.
It depends. I mean, it really does depend on what doll you have
So, what
and what
doll do you
you're
have?
playing for. My doll is
Is it
a
in the house?
Kochi Pakki. It is. It's in my room, but if I start playing it, the police might come. So I think I'm gonna.
Okay, we'll let you
My
off.
doll needs a bit of tuning, to be honest.
Okay,
But
I'll let you off.
it really does depend, because sometimes you have a doll that is both the sides are goat skin, so you're not going to get the same as you would from a UK doll or something. So it does depend.
Yeah. And do you have to keep them hot as well? I know with doublers that, you know, you have to keep them moist. I mean, with a doll, is that the same thing? You know, does temperature affect the quality of the skin and everything?
Yeah, no, definitely. You've got to keep it warm. When we're performing outside, especially somewhere like up north where it's generally quite cold,
Yeah.
before we play, we'd actually be warming up our bases, because playing with a cold base is not ideal. So you've got to keep warming it up. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely temperature is key.
Great stuff. Okay. Let's get on to something new that I've started in season 3. We did it with Chigs last week, and it was a whole load of fun. And I thought, I'm going to do it this week on Sang. So thank you for everyone that's joined into Music Heals today with myself, Rita Morar. We've got Sangeeta Kohli in the house, and we have Madhuri. Thank you for joining, Madhuri sis. And Kushli saying, what are you cooking? I don't know. I cooked yesterday. Cooking anything, but what we're cooking now is the quick fire round. Yeah, so I'm going to give Sang 2 options, and she has to choose one. Okay, so let me know what you guys think of what Sang chooses. Yeah, okay. There's no seconds in this. That would have been too much of a head case, as Kix knows. He gave me the hashtag quick fire round. So big up, Kix. Okay, first one. Entrance song or Mendi Sangeet?
Entrance song.
So playing to one. Okay. Studio or live?
Live.
Why?
Studio picks up all your mistakes, man. It's so annoying.
Yeah, but you can keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah, you'll be there for a very long time. No, Bob knows this. Me in studio, we don't match quite well. Yeah, live. I get nervous as well. I get really nervous.
Oh, the Bob is laughing. And Kushi says that. Okay, next one. Playing with a DJ, so you're in a PA track, right? Or full band?
Playing with a DJ.
Ooh, you shocked me on that one, Sang. I thought you'd go the other way. Why?
Yeah, no. With a full band well, with the DJ, you kind of know the track when it starts playing, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And when one song goes to the other, the chances you've heard this song before, you kind of know what you're doing. When you're playing with a full band, I don't know. This is my preference anyway. I can get thrown off, and I don't like that. So I'm like,
You're just so
let me
complacent,
just stick to what I know.
Oh,
I just like being a bit cushy. So yeah, I'm just
funny enough
yeah.
because Barbara said full band.
yeah, but she's different, isn't it? She's a
I
whole
know.
different ball
Bless
game.
her, she's on fire, that woman. Okay, Shah Rukh Khan in Dar or Shah Rukh Khan in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, and why?
Shah Rukh Khan in Dar. Kiran.
I so don't know.
Right,
so
you want to
do
know
not
why,
you.
don't you?
I thought you were my girl here. Go on.
Do you know what? Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, I think, was very stereotypical.
Yeah.
You know, and I think any actor could have done. I mean, I think Saif Ali Khan could have done that quite well as well. That role.
Oh, interesting.
Whereas if you look at Dar, that person he was portraying, that could have only been done by Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah.
And I think his acting there was much better, and he put a lot more in than in Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Being a pretty boy, running after the pretty girls. I love it that the guys are actually taking part in this. Yeah, so put down your options, guys. This is brilliant, right? Let's see what she comes out with. Okay, 80s Bhangra legends. You got to be careful here. Or 90s Bhangra mixes.
Oh, Pav's gonna kick me out of the team.
No. This ain't about Pav.
Yeah, I know, but I know she's gonna kick my ass. So I would say 90s Bhangra mixes.
Controversial.
Let me say why though before people start killing me. They're gonna add me on Instagram just to cuss me out. The reason is because
well, hang on, 90s. Pav is with you. It's cool. All right, that's fine.
Okay. Whew. Yeah, it's because I wasn't brought up in a Bhangra household. Okay. So my eyes were only open to Bhangra in the late 90s. And that's when I started to, around the time of B21.
Yeah.
That was the time where I actually realized what Bhangra was. So I didn't really have a connection to Bhangra at that time in the 80s. So for me to pick that would be a bit unjust.
No, definitely. And to be honest, for me, it's 90s as well because of Bali Chakpa, RDB, and Kamali as well, Amarjit Sidhu. So, all of that. Everyone else is Kushti Paji saying 80s. I knew these guys would anyway. We grew up in the 80s. I know these guys for time. Slow beat or a fast beat?
I would say fast beat. Slow beats, it's easy to play, of course. As a door player, you're like, yeah, I'm chilling. But reality is, with the fast beat, that's where you actually get people, up and dancing, and stuff. My brother's gonna say slow beat.
Bro is gonna say slow.
I kill him.
Everyone's like fast, and Pav is
fast.
Pav is like slow makes us work harder, which probably does.
I can't. Yeah, definitely fast.
Okay, festival or wedding reception, and Q.
Festival, most definitely. Yeah. Wedding reception, I mean, they're nice. You're part of someone's big day, and you're making everyone smile, you're making everyone dance, which is great. But festival is completely different. Like the amount of people that you have, and they're not dressed up for a wedding, they're actually dressed up to dance to you and to have a good time, and you can do workshops and teach them moves, and and they can actually come close and dance with you in a way sometimes. And that's what I enjoy most, I think. Festivals, definitely.
Yeah, I'd go with festivals as well. I've got to say hello to Tosifji. He's my Ustadji. Thank you so much for
Hi.
joining. Big, big love. Thank you so much. Okay, next track. Oh, next track. Next options. Kishore Kumar ji or Muhammad Rafi ji.
Kishore Kumar.
Why?
I'm biased. I
know
grew up
you
listening
are.
to more Kishore Kumar.
Yeah, you are an avid
don't get me
fan.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mohammad Rafi was amazing. Don't get me wrong. I think he's still up there with the big guys. But Kishore Kumar, I felt he had more of a range
Yes.
with his voice. And it could be because I'm biased, but
Yes.
I would say Kishore Kumar.
Yeah. Mere Ne Nasaun Bado is my favorite. And the way he also sings Hame Tumse Pyar Kitna. You know, no one can touch that. Nobody can touch that.
Yeah.
So pronounce to him up there. Couple more sang. We're doing really well. I'm so glad that everyone's joining in. You know, Kushti Paji, you said Kishore Kumar. Okay. Train journey or road trip?
I do both. I do both so much.
So Sang is great on her stories. So if you follow, when you go and follow her, yeah, do check out her Instagram stories, because she's always like showing us if she's on the road or she's on the train, what she's ordered, and you know, and it's so fun because you're just part of her like little experience where she's going to a gig, and I think that's just truly authentic, you know. But yeah, getting back to your options, train journey or road trip?
I would always say road trip. Because we're all together. You know, when I'm on the train, I'm by myself. Don't get me wrong, I get to sleep. I sleep like a baby on the train. But it's just, you got to take care of so much stuff by yourself. On the road, you're like together as a team. You pump each other up. You're getting ready to gig, or you know, you're talking about the gig you've just done. So definitely, yeah, road trip.
Yes, amazing. Kushti Bajaj has actually said his favorite Kishore Kumar ji song is Zindagi Ka Safar. Yeah. He sang it beautifully. Yeah, it brings out the tears, definitely. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you one more, and I probably know the answer to this anyway. TikTok or Instagram Reels?
What do you think I'm going to say, Rita?
YouTube? No. TikTok.
No, I'm going to say TikTok. Yeah. I think Instagram, I don't know what they're doing with Reels, but... you know, they should quit while they're ahead sometimes. But with TikTok, there's so much you can do. The effects, it's easier to use. There's so many restrictions with Instagram. It's just annoying to use. And that's why I think I came off it a bit as well, because I was like, it's just too much time.
To be honest, the quality on Instagram, you know, as much as I love it, and that's where I started Music Hills. You know, this is why I decided to move like Music Hills to a better platform and stuff. So Instagram, we love you, but sort it out, man. And Kushti Baji also says TikTok. Okay. And that's the end of the quick fire round. Yay. Well done, you survived it. It was amazing, and thank you guys also for joining in. It's very interesting to know what you guys also feel and, you know, what Sang has gone through. So the next part we're going to talk about, which I know a lot of you love, is the Song of Solace. So this is the only prep I actually do for Music Hills. Now, if this is the first time you are joining, thank you so much for joining. I'm Rita Morar. I'm a musical fusion artist. I started Music Hills back in 2020, and it's been going on, and we're now in season 3. And one of the things I actually developed with Music Hills is a Spotify playlist called actually Music Hills, but it's a question that I ask every creative individual that comes onto this show: what song, one particular song, gives you that solace in life, you know, gives you that great energy. And I've got over 80 songs now on there, purely because of all the episodes I've had. But, you know, and it's an array of songs, from bhajans to classical songs to even opera. I believe Pav went with an opera song, you know, and I think that's still the only opera song I've got on there. Yeah. I think it was.
We need to have words.
No, it's a beautiful one. Time to Say Goodbye. I think it was. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Pav. But yeah, there are all sorts of songs. So obviously I'm going to ask Sang this question as well. But before I do ask Sang this question, make sure you do check out my Spotify profile, Rita Morar. Go and follow it, follow me, and then follow this amazing list. So if you ever feeling lost, you will know that this is a list that has been inspired by others, that keeps them going and gives them great energy. What did you have to do, Sang, to get to your Song of Solace? You know, were there a couple, or did you narrow it down? How did you? Everyone finds this so hard, and that's why I
Oh
like
yeah, no,
asking
it took me ages. It took me ages because I don't have like a favorite song or one particular song that I always go to regardless. But there were quite a few that I'd heard recently again. And I was like, okay, well, I had like three, and then narrowed it down to two. One was Tum Mile Dil Khile, which I was telling you about. And I still love that song. It's an evergreen track. And then the other one, can I say what it is? Or,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
the
no,
one we're gonna go for. Yeah, is this your Song of Solace?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
It's Kishore Kumar's Kabhi Palko Pe Aansu Hai, and it's from Harjai. And the reason why I chose this song was simply because of the wordings, the lyrics. They're so beautiful. Rita, I don't know if you've heard the song.
I heard it yesterday. It's beautiful.
And it's just like
Mm-hmm.
just the main lines as it is, the chorus. कभी पलकों पे आंसू हैं, कभी लब पे शिकायत है, मगर ये जिंदगी फिर भी मुझे तुझसे मोहब्बत है. Like it's like you can throw whatever you want, but I will still love you. Like you're saying it to life. I will still love you, life. And that keeps me going, because it's like, when you're having a bad day, or you're having a good day, it's like you've still got to love life. You've still got to continue. And there'll be times where you're going to hate life. There are going to be times where you're going to really want to just give up, but you can't, because you have one life and you've got to love it. And if you don't love it, it won't love you back.
Yeah.
And so you've got to keep pushing through. And that's why I love the track so much.
It's a beautiful track, Sang. I couldn't think of anything fitting more than, because I know you have a love for Bollywood and Kishore Kumarji. So that is just so beautiful. And guys, if you want to check out Sang's choice, Kabhi Palko Pe Aansu, and it's from the film Harjai, and it's sung by Kishore Kumar. Please do check it out on Music Heals, hashtag Music Heals. Let me just put up the banner if you guys want to check it out. It's a Spotify playlist called Music Heals under my profile. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sang. Can you believe it? We're just over 9 o'clock. I can't believe where the time has gone. Man. It's been an absolute pleasure. And just before we go, I'm just going to say bye to Kushti Baji. Thank you so much for joining. It's been a pleasure to have you here. So Sang, it's just been wonderful. We could talk for hours on end, and I think I'll definitely have to get you back. But what's happening with your music now? Okay, so you guys are back on tour and you're playing out there. How's it been?
Yeah, gigs have started to pick up. There are a lot of. I think there was a time where I think Pav had like 3 gigs a day, 7 days a week, something silly like that. So it's all coming back now, and it's great, absolutely great. I try to make as many as I can. It's a bit difficult for me now. I think as you get older, it's just a bit tough. But I try. But yeah, the team is going strong. It's continuing doing what it's always been doing, and it's great to be back after a massive break.
That's amazing. And it's so great to see girls doing what you do best, out there. So I'm proud of you, and Parv is also saying, love you guys, proud. So thank you so much, Parv. I think we're all in this, and we're just moving music forward the best way that we can. Before you go, Sang, as you are an amazing female musician, you've worked your way up, and the resilience, and that you need to learn and develop and just find your art. What are 3 points that you would give to somebody that's starting in the industry, that's probably wanting to follow your footsteps, as a female musician? Is there 3 points that you can like share with us or point to them?
Yeah. The first thing I would say is, don't let anybody tell you can't do it. That's the first thing. So don't let them tell you that. Or if they do tell you that, don't listen to it. The second thing is find somebody that can guide you and help develop you. Not somebody that will, just kind of keep you on the side and not give you the limelight when you deserve it the most. So somebody that will develop you, allow you to blossom into a great musician. So it's very, very important to find a good guru or a teacher. The third thing I would say is don't give up. There are going to be times where you're going to be like, oh, you know what, I can't do this anymore, for whatever reason. But don't give up. Push through.
Yeah, that is great. So listen to Sang if anyone's feeling that out there. And it's just great to hear, what you're saying, and I can vouch for all of that. You just push on through. And if you do find a strain, if you feel that you need to take that step back as well, just do it. But just come back to it, when you're ready. And yeah, it'll just be amazing. Sang, where can people find you? Bobby is saying, such a lovely, inspiring talk. Thank you so much, Bobby. Where can peeps find you? And I want everyone to follow you because purely of your TikTok and your like banter and your like artistry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on Instagram and on Musician. I'm also on TikTok. If you really want to follow me there, I've got a lot of content there. On there, I'm the Sangster. So yeah, one of those. I'm always on Instagram though. I think I use that the most, more than anything. So.
Amazing. I'll connect with you there if I can not get hold of you.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, I'll be there. I check that more than WhatsApp sometimes. It's a bit scary.
But it's a whole spiral thing. You go into one and then you get into the other one and then it's like, oh my God, half an hour later, here I am still, I should have like put the washing out or something. No, listen, thank you so much, Sang, for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Talking about your journey, and it's just great to know, that we appreciate you and appreciate everything that you're doing out there for Eternal Taal, not only for Eternal Taal but for us and for yourself, and just keep the amazing work up that you do. Will you come back on Music Hills? Should we ever do a live session or do anything, now that we are kind of out of lockdown? I'm hoping to make this bigger and better, but it'd be amazing to have you on to just let us know what's been going on with you.
Anytime. I've loved coming on today, and anytime in the future you want me down, just message me and I'm there. So yeah.
Make sure you do a TikTok for me, and this time I promise I'll show one as well.
Definitely. 100%. Yeah.
Sang. Thank you, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Thank you for joining.
All right. Take care. Bye.
And that was Sangeeta Kohli. Oh, she's amazing. Make sure you guys do go and follow her. Honestly, you'll have a laugh. I must have seen her Instagram reel probably about 10 times yesterday, and then I was laughing. So make sure you go and do that. And also go and please support Eternal Taal. And if there are any amazing independent artists out there that you connect with, just, support. It's free, man, and it's music to our ears and souls. So thank you so much. I am going to be back now in October. So Music Hills is fortnightly, but you'll be able to catch back this episode and Chirag's episode on not only on my Facebook, but also my YouTube. So make sure you go and follow me there. Please do like this post video, or, put down any comments that you felt about this episode. And I hope that you're enjoying not only the Song of Solace, but the quick fire round to let us know what you think. So I will be back on 4th of October. I've got my guests ready and I'll be announcing them in a week. So keep on supporting the artists out there and just keep spreading the love that you have for music. And I will check you later. Take care and God bless. All right, bye.